is going to start as soon as I press A here, so we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
Another thing we're doing throughout the entire run as well is we're going to software setting after every single end level cutscene. As soon as we get into that portal right there. Also after every single boss, and we just software set the intro as well, skip the entire thing, which saves like 45 seconds.
Yeah, over the whole run, it saves like 11 minutes, basically. So really, this run is about the movement optimization more than the zips. In the any % with zips, it's both, but this is just movement. So you're gonna also get to see some cool transformations that you wouldn't see in the other run. So one thing that I'm doing a lot of is B-dashing in these small hallways. That actually lets you reach top speed faster.
Ooh.
And ladders are bad.
There'll be a lot of item hopping in this game and minion hopping later.
What minion hopping is basically you throw a item up just normally, and it allows you to just hop off it just barely. It allows you to jump in. Sorry, it's hard to speak.
Minions and items have properties where Wario can jump on top of them. And,
Yeah.
by throwing it, if you time the jump just right, you can get an extra boost.
Nice save.
So what I did there is I fell off the ladder super quick so I can get that ground pound. And I did another animation cancel. If you jump diagonally into a rock or anything you can pick up, you will cancel the animation. Which saves time. It's always about saving time, saving frames.
There's a software set right there. The game always saves on the first frame when you enter a portal right there, so it allows you to just exit immediately, which saves frames the faster you do it.
Yeah, it saves the little tiny cutscene of putting everything in the door, right?
So here we got our first boss, Eggplant Lad. He's super easy. You run into him, you go behind him, you smack him up.
Being easy.
That's not there yet.
This boss's actual name cannot be Eggplant Lad, correct?
It's
it
spoiled
could be.
rotten.
Spoiled rotten.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We gotta respect the lore.
The lore of Wario Land 4 is incredibly deep.
It actually is. And that's all spoiled rotten is. You just get him in the corner there, make sure he doesn't turn around, and that's the entire boss.
Okay, here we go. Time for the zaniness. So in this level, the gimmick is there is a ghost taking your money and trying to take your ghost.
And we don't like that.
We don't want none of that.
Nope. First off, this is Crescent Moon Village, rather. It's one of the more movement-heavy levels in the entire game, so that's why we go here first. After you beat the tutorial passage, you get a choice of 4 passages, which you can go to at any time. And we need to go to this one first, because a lot of the hard levels in the game are actually right here in Sapphire Passage. And this is one of the first ones, which, think of it like we're grinding the game right now. Think like this way: we do the hard passage right now in a Sapphire Passage, because it's once we get better at it, we can get better at it like a lot better, just because we do it so often, or a lot more easily.
Yeah, it's one of the tougher minion hops in the game.
I am clamming up, boys. There we go.
Hey,
There we go.
Now we got it.
Yeah, you have to stand in a really specific spot, and you have to jump off the enemy, so it's a little tricky.
Yeah, after the enemy bounces off the wall, no less.
So swooping across the screen is Ure, the pirate ghost, who
Little
is going
D-boost.
to steal our cash and our friends.
Fake Friends 2018. Get rid of them.
Little optimization right there. You can just take that guy, minion hop off of him, and get up there.
Or just not.
Hey,
We'll go this way.
Like I mentioned earlier, it's a very execution-heavy game, so it's really easy to mess with just simple stuff like that.
Got the box jump.
That's actually one of the more complex tricks of the entire game, so that's awesome. They
You
got
win
that.
some, you lose some.
Can the animation cancel?
This is the frog switch. We saw him briefly in the tutorial level. You have to hit that to open up the exit. What it also does is, oh my boy,
Keezer.
my boy. What it also does is changes which rooms you can and cannot go into.
Now, that was actually pretty scary, what happened just there, because our pirate buddy can get way away from us with that key.
And if he takes the key, you cannot leave until you get Keezer back.
Yep.
A lot of stuff like this happens in every single level. Like, once you hit the frog switch, something in the level completely changes and makes like going back through the level to the very beginning again to the exits like a lot harder. In this case, that pirate ghost who only stole money from you at the very beginning, he now will steal Keezer, which you need to actually unlock to the next level. It just adds a cool mechanic to the game just because of that.
Yeah, every level essentially has like 2 modes going on.
Especially since this passage is usually played later, you sort of get this expectation that Keezer will always follow you. And so that sort of pattern breaking, it really fits the theme of horror.
Okay. The passage usually played first is Emerald Passage, which is directly to the right of the first passage in the game there, entryway.
It's funny because we go there last, but the last 2 levels in that are still just as mean. It's not like it's any easier. It's just kind of the boss. It really comes down to we go this way because the 2 bosses that we're going to fight first are annoying.
Nice.
Nice,
Very
got
good.
the minion jumps there. Those guys are tricky because they swing back and forth and their hitbox is kind of strange.
Now we need
Come
to
on.
be especially careful about these flying skeletons. They're going to shoot geekiness at you.
Yeah,
because-
if you get hit by their green spinny orb, you turn into a zombie, and that's like super duper bad.
Yeah, zombies move slow, both historically and in this game.
We made that cardboard go up there just because it saves a little time movements. One little B-dash right there allows us to get right into that door immediately.
And these are really interesting pipes that transform you into. Oh, sorry, they switch the enemies around. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Then
so this
the enemies
is
transform
B
you.
Wario. When you get stung in the face, you pull down on your cheeks and you fly.
Yeah, that's what happens with bee stings.
IRL too. You should try it out sometime.
And this is Bat Wario. Pretty straightforward.
Should try
I
it
do
out.
miss him being a vampire, but I will take him being a bat as a consolation prize. And water
Yeah.
to turn yourself normal, and keep on moving.
It's a common thing for all the power-ups in this game. The water turns it back to normal usually.
Get a little minion hop here to skip going
Nice.
all the way down.
You have a lot of iframes in this game, so you can do stuff like deboost through all those spiky balls there to get through them. And it happens commonly throughout the entire run. The way this game is made in general, like, is really good for just execution of a platform like this. There's a lot of just mechanics that help a lot, just that makes the game really fast. And one of them, of course, is deboost in there. Other than the fact that the R button is basically your momentum button. If you hold it down, you start moving very slow. You start moving faster and faster the more you hold it down until you get into a full-on dash, which breaks blocks in front of you. Which in this case can break blue blocks, but also just makes you go faster in general. So that's what you're doing throughout the run.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
This level used to be nice and fun and free, and now it's a bunch of scary damage boosts, so we'll see how it goes.
Who do we have to thank for that?
Becco.
Echo Red. Alright, I guess I'll explain it. So, well, he does the run. So, throughout this entire level, he'll be damage boosting through all these little fire pillars, or lava pillars rather. And he has not a lot of leeway on his health up there in the top left to do so. And there's gonna be a lot of precision, like that little turn right there, for instance, he's doing throughout it. And a lot of just stuff to preserve his iframes and get through more lava pillars without getting hurt. And things like that, where he just jumps off that chest, which disappears.
Nice.
There we go. That's a really
It's not
hard
over
one.
yet, though. Hold on.
Yeah, there's more fire. Don't worry.
You have to hit the chest over there.
I'm going to play this safe.
You could ideally avoid that enemy right there, but you didn't. This room is interesting. He's got ground pound to actually stop that enemy from pulling a boulder, which will stop his momentum, then slide into that gap there and get right into it precisely, which by just like pressing B then going down. That happens for every single like one tile gap like that.
So little hops here because you actually take a couple seconds to start moving when you're on the ice. So the hop, doing the little hop just negates that.
Side note, I love the mechanics of this level so much.
Oh yeah, that was Snowball Wario. You get covered in snow, and then if you hit a hill, you turn into a giant snowball.
He's also called Burio.
Ooh.
Thanks, Abe. So we get our friend
See
Keezer.
if we can dodge this icicle. Nice.
Nice.
And this is a common theme with the snowball, is that a lot of the hazards in this game will also become power-ups. Like things that would be normally a hindrance to you get used to break through blocks when you're on fire and such.
Wario likes to find the silver lining in his situations.
And then pawn it.
For steak.
Oh,
My, well, that was fun. Oh, the Yetis are spaghettis, dude.
there we go.
Hey, what? Nothing happened.
I don't know what you're talking
Moving
about.
on.
Business as usual.
There we go.
After all through those really hectic levels, we finally have a little bit of a break right here.
You just get to chill.
Yeah, Hotel Horror. There's mechanics levels. There are 6 rooms you can go inside, and we're going through the ones we need to go through, basically. It's like a 4x4 hotel grid of rooms. Just like this hotel we're currently in.
Oh, I was just about to blow everyone's minds.
Go for it.
So, this is a speed run.
Here we go.
In a hotel.
Buckle up, folks.
In a hotel.
Unbelievable.
Where people are speedrunning.
Ooh. I can't stand it.
The madman.
The deep,
Yeah,
the depth of this lore. It's out of control.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. You can probably get donation during this level. There's not much to talk about, honestly.
All right, no problem. We got a $50 anonymous. It's an awesome event, awesome calls, awesome runners, awesome games done quick. A lot of awesome. And we got $20 from anonymous. Also, I love these events. Recently, they become more personal as my grandma is currently fighting cancer. We just found out she has half a year, but I'm donating so no one else will have to go through this. Thank you for everyone who's been donating and supporting this event, and the staff and the runners who make it possible.
Okay, so that's one trick that we need to explain. So that mini hop is different from any other one in the game because that enemy has a lot more weight to him. So you have to do a very small charge on your throw there, and then hop up, and then you just barely get him. And get that ground pound there.
And the danger there is a charge throw will sometimes like KO the enemy, knock it out. And
yeah.
You won't be able to jump on him.
Thankfully, with the monkey enemy, if you do end up destroying him, you can just leave the room and come back. That's not the case for every enemy.
This room is really cool and done correctly. Let's see this.
Hey-o.
There you go. Nice.
We out.
Normally, we're supposed to get the Fire Wario there and then break that fire block, but not in this case.
And there's the
And
zombie
this is
mode
the
we were
only
talking
time
about.
I'm pretty sure we will see Zombie Wario. Oh, did I just jinx practice?
Oh, no. Yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
All right, and now we got Catbat.
Cat's bats.
Is he a cat or a bat? I don't know.
Maybe he's both.
I've watched Bean play this game hundreds and hundreds of times, and it always freaks me out when he does the soft reset at the first possible frame of the portal. I'm like, well,
No soft reset, chill.
Get ready for the best sprites in all GBA library, by the way.
So my goal here is to hit Catbat as he goes down without jumping on the wave. The wave is the backup, but you save time by just hitting him in the head. So the first one you can't, but we'll see how it goes from here.
nice.
This is a 2 or 3 frame window, by the way, to get all these.
Oh, close. That's okay if that happens. As long as I don't bonk him back, it's fine.
If he bumps him back, he has an extra animation that wastes a lot of time.
That was way too early.
And also, of course, these fights are timed in casual playthroughs as well. So
Nice.
it couldn't just
couldn't
be...
get the... You're actually able to jump on that wave if you do everything properly and get up here early, so you don't have to go through all this, but...
3 out of 5 is still very good, by the way. If you hold on A here, you just bounce off his head, and then you just keep pressing down at the right time so you can just grab pounding him over and over.
Those are some incredible animations on them.
There we go.
Do I even play this game? Oh my goodness. So you're not supposed to, he's not supposed to leave that corner. He's supposed to stay in the corner. If you miss it, he'll try and run away from you.
Once again, these stuff after every single boss in this game, so it can be scary sometimes if you have like a moment like that where you're not sure if you kill the boss yet. You can actually soft switch too early, which makes it so you just have to do the boss completely.
You almost had the pleasure of watching that whole fight again.
Yeah. Also, it's a Toy Block Tower. Best slot in the game, in my opinion, as well. The whole mechanic of it is the blocks that you have to put in every single hole. As we all know from when we were children, the square block goes in the square hole, circle block goes in the circle hole, etc., etc.
I spent 3 hours on this level. I'm bad with shapes.
So I want to break that block and then pull back here so I can get this guy to spit the fire. Nice, he's out of my way.
Normally this level, if you do the zips run, you actually skip this entire room and the next room as well too. You go straight to where the frog switch is.
This little preview there, that'll happen a lot in this game. We'll see like a preview of Keezer, and so we kind of know where he is going forward, and then come back and get him later. The game really does reward you for like going through the levels multiple times and memorizing your layouts and discovering the secrets and such.
We get the chest later because it saves a little bit of time when we get the Fire Warrior because you can't control him. You set the bonk against the wall 3 times, and then it turns into a big ball of fire. That's how you break the blocks.
So you hold A there to bounce off of that block, because otherwise you get the recoil animation. And then we're just cleaning up.
We get every single piece in this little on the exit because it's just faster, quite frankly. That's how the riding works out.
Ooh, you gotta slow down there. So that's an example of what happens when you don't cancel the R dash. When Wario's running at full speed and you jump, you can only jump at max height.
Oh, got it. Nice.
Nice, got it.
That's a very precise jump right there.
Very easy to bonk off the top.
Okay.
Okay, I'll explain this. This is one of my favorite levels in the entire game, personally. It's called the Big Board. The entire mechanic of this level is that you're basically playing a board game while you're playing a platform at the same time. And what you do is get to the very end of the board game by the end. So first off, Bean's gonna get a 6 right here because it's the farthest he can get on this first roll. And the next one is gonna get a 5, which allows him to basically get just a heart and get farther in. What you want to get for this entire level is the hearts or the diamonds, whatever you can get here. So there's a heart there, for instance, and next you get diamonds. And then we're going to get to the frog switch, and the room after that, you have to roll over and over and over again until you get to the very end of the board.
And we're going to be trying a cool trick there where you jump in between to keep the same number. So that you don't have to sit and wait for it to spin back around. Oh, dang. Yeah, one of 3 things happens there. You don't hit him, he hits you, or you hit him. And it's just based on when you jump.
You want the diamond when you hit him, by the way. You don't need to get the diamond at all, it's just for score. It's part of getting 100% in this game.
Okay, here we go.
Be quiet for this. That's on purpose. The one time I'll get the enemies right there. There we go. Very good. Nice.
And we're out. Cool.
Quick math.
We got a goal.
Wow.
I only missed 1. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the missing is more, you are not, if you hold A during that cutscene while it's playing the music, it does not accept an input from you. There's a weird, I basically use the audio cue to know when to try and press and hold A. Wario has a thing where if he is in the air, the bonk. When he's in the air, if you hold A on the way down, you will jump again as soon as you hit the ground. Not true when running at full speed, but so what you do there is you hold A after the sound when Wario is given control back, and then that's how you get that. But if you don't, obviously you just kind of fall.
It's pretty tight timing, and it can be very tricky, especially for anyone new to running the game. Nice.
Also, one mess up on that board will punish you for the rest of your numbers.
If you don't hit those numbers exactly, you're going to have a bad time. Basically, what you do when you play the level normally is you hit those things to unlock other areas. But in the speedrun, we want none of those Wario powers because it's usually like Fat Wario or Spring Wario.
Here's Hog Ross, by the way. Or Pig House, so whatever you prefer. But yeah, the whole point of Dual Woods is just that this guy will draw enemies, which he will then hurt you with. But you don't have to worry about him too much. He's not really too important except for in one part. This whole level is pure platforming though, and you just gotta love it. It's basically essentially what this game is about. Especially after the frog switch, which we'll see very soon. There's some really intense, very tight platforming. Hopefully Bean can nail and make it look good.
Yeah, this is one of those levels where so that pig, if everything is going good, he won't bug you. If everything is going bad, both those enemies right there that he drew would have got me.
So there we go. Like I said, a lot of quick stuff happening right here. So you gotta pay attention to this. Push pencil right here, get the enemy, throw up right here, get a little mini hop, go over here, get the chest.
Whoa. Whoa.
Push pencil right there. A lot of just micromanaging like that.
Use the pig. Bada boom.
Bada bing.
Hey, is that a pig? Bada boom. Oh. This is why you don't talk bad.
Push that pencil allows you to get right there so you can get across over there, and let's go. If you scroll the screen right here, it wastes just a few seconds. So you want to like, jump right there where you fell down the second platform. And same thing in this room as well. There's a lot of this stuff, random stuff going on too.
So I'm gonna hit this guy because I want to get a minion jump here, or we'll just do this.
That's the backup. Important is that we broke 2 blocks right there. Oh,
Nope,
you broke
I
them
got
already.
them all,
I
yeah.
got them all.
So there is a little bit of hit lag in this game when you crush blocks, and because you can only jump while you're on the ground while running, that's a very common place for it to just eat all those blocks.
Ooh, now we have Domino Row, which is also one of the more execution-heavy levels in the entire game, especially at the very end when you get Keyser. We'll get him later.
Ah.
You can crawl through those blocks, by the way. It's pretty tricky, though.
So what's happening here is we have to race to the end before the dominoes could fall all the way through. Normally, just in casual playthrough, it's tricky, but by this point, the execution is so well mapped out that we're not even worried about it.
This is the only one where it's like kind of tight because you have to roll. But other than that, we should never come close to losing. Yeah, I got him. Let me do a little damage boost here.
Ooh, I know I can actually jump from that. And hit the heads.
So this is a prime example of showing how that B dash off the ceiling speeds you up to max speed like way fast.
So strangely, that's the first treasure piece we've collected, but it's like the 4th block or 3rd chest we've walked by.
There's a little tech right there. We don't do any other part of the entire game. We do a B dash and then a jump, and then we turn around last second to get to a lyre and then press up so we can grab the lyre. We'll skip right there to save a little time in that room right there as well too.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Now it's time to hurry up.
I think we can probably squeeze in another donation like during this escape sequence.
All right, we have $100 from Cardboard Lawyer. He says, and I think to myself, what a wonderful land.
Watch out for Wario car. No more as well.
We have a $50 donation from Jonas' mom who says, Wario is one of my son's favorite characters. So he came straight home from school and is on the couch with snacks ready to watch. I will donate $10 if the room, that's you all out there, gives us a good Wario wah 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 wah.
Wow, 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 wow.
Alright, this very last room is a skip we're going to do at the very end of it. The intended way to do this skip properly, or the intended way to do this part properly is to get a stone and then throw it and hit all the enemies in a line there, right there at the, I'll show you right here. It's right here. Right there, all those blocks. You need to get stone and hit all the blocks to break it. But instead we're just going to go all the way around it and just damage boost through these enemies and misplace them like that, and then that's about it.
This is my backup strat.
Good backup, actually. That's how we do that part. And that's all of Domino Row.
And now, the easiest boss in the game.
Being easy.
Being easy.
Being has FZ mode, Frank Z mode, where it's just his boss's face, because you think his boss is too easy.
So I have to make, is it 16?
I think so.
16 hits where I have to hit only, this will make sense in a second, I can only hit the mouse, I can't hit the bear. If I screw it up and do it in 2 cycles, you lose 15 seconds, basically, I think it is. So we'll see how this goes.
It's actually the hardest boss in the game, spoiler alert. Me and B have lost many runs to this boss before. Ooh.
No, dude! Oh no, that's it!
No.
Missed it by that much.
Being easy.
Now I gotta watch out for the fire too, which is...
When this happens, he loses 15 seconds, by the way. That's why his boss is a run killer. a game that's purely execution with like barely any luck throughout it, losing 15 seconds is a huge deal.
That's a reset, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much RNG is actually in this game? Just
0!
No, there's 1 minute of RNG actually.
Yeah.
You'll see it in 4 below Frid, 2 levels from now. There's where the Yetis actually appear in like one part of the ladder. They climb at the very end of the level. That's about it. There's nothing else other than that. But even then, it doesn't like waste too much time, if anything.
So no excuses when running this game.
Yeah.
It's
It's all you.
It's all me.
This is a Curious Factory, by the way. The mechanic is there's all these factory pieces like this. There's these conveyor belts which will push you forward or backwards depending on which one you're going on. There's those rotating platforms earlier which are really tricky to get through, that being nailed perfectly. Also, there's a giant pillar thing that hit the ground which is turning to flat Wario, which we'll hopefully not see in this run whatsoever. You'll see those pillars as well later, which if he gets hit by one of them in this room right here, can lose up to 30 seconds.
We're gonna do the safe way.
Yep, there we go. Because if he gets by that, you have to float down. You have to float down very, very slowly, and through that entire room right there, and get into that part.
Think about everything you've done that led you up to, to that point.
Yeah. Pretty much it's just a run killer. Also, that was extremely smooth there. That's actually pretty difficult to get.
Those platforms are.
So we
silly.
jump back there to reset the crushers, because if you try and just go right away, you get squished. So you run back to kind of make them go back to neutral, and then hop on out.
Nice.
Okay.
Tossing landfill is the next level. It's actually pretty tame for a more level in this game.
It's got a rockin' soundtrack, but we won't get to hear it.
Yeah, the soundtrack it takes like a minute to start up. It's really cool, but you don't hear it at all because you go too fast.
Oh, I was a little
almost.
short there. Get out of here, monkey.
You can avoid becoming a fat warrior there by just jump out that platform with enough speed, but unfortunately you get enough speed there. You hear that bass line though, it's so good. It's rocking.
For those of you that have played Wario games in the past, this is the classic labyrinth level that seems to be in all of them.
We're double block there because it saves a little bit of time movements.
You also get to kill the enemy, and he just gets in your way, so that's good.
Here's where it starts up, but you hit here like none of it. See? And it's gone.
And it's gone. So we're gonna bring Monkey Friend over here so he can feed us, and this is Fat Wario.
Remind everyone, apples make you fat, don't eat apples.
And if you want to lose weight, you go swimming.
Yep.
See, look. Instant.
Yeah, just swim in your local garbage water.
These Timmy's down here are really weird. For some reason, so in this game, if you hold right, you're off like a big raptor like that, you will go to enemies will like get knocked to the right. But for some reason, those enemies like don't cooperate sometimes. Also, that's a shortcut there. You probably didn't know that.
Shortcut.
It stays like 20 seconds going around that room.
Hopefully he despawns. This guy's been mean to me lately. Okay,
There we
good.
go. If you go too far to the right there, he despawns for some reason.
And then he shows back up on the left like nothing ever happened.
Yep.
Or on the right.
It's like, wherever we go.
Hey man, where you going?
There we go.
Here's the level I was talking about earlier with that one Yeti enemy. 40 below fridge.
Yeah, I think it's based on the level timer, like how long you're in the level determines what he
so.
does. Because I see there's consistencies, but I haven't bothered looking into it because it's super duper one-off.
Yeah, it's super strange. It's like only the enemy. No other Yeti enemies either, like earlier in Fiery Cavern, for instance.
So there's a new little skip here that I'll try and get. It's super duper tight, so we'll see how she goes. But ideally, what I'll do is there's a snowball that's going to come up after this room, and I want to get it without having to wait for it to drop.
This is like 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I believe in you. You got this.
Easy freezy. Oh, I didn't get the jump.
It's really, really tight. As you can tell, by the way, the whole mechanic of this level are the snowballs. There's these snowball blocks, you need to become a full snowball to break, and that's our goal for this part, to figure out where we can actually go, which slopes we actually go on to break those blocks, first and foremost. A nice skip there. Or early cycle, rather.
And then we juke that Yeti out.
And we're going to fall all the way down to the bottom of this room to that slope to the left of the ladder we climb up on. Right over here.
And then we get a free ride up. There is actually a crazy series of zips that you can do that can get you up there, but I don't actually think humans should bother.
There we go.
And we pick this up.
This room's also on a little cycle here. You get this snowball spawn at the very beginning of the room once more. So you go back to the bottom of the room after you clear that chest and get out of here. Right to where the frog switch is. Bam. In a zip run, you actually skip this entire next section by doing a zip right next to where the frog switch is. And get right to where the portal is to get exit the level.
But instead, we're going down here to see that guy.
Yep. The only bit of randomness in the entire run. Ooh.
I don't know where this man is. There he is.
He's being spaghettis right now.
Always. All right, let's see. Hey, he's playing nice.
Hey, there we go. If you
So,
go,
yeah, if he turns away, you're safe. If he doesn't, you have to like wait for a second and then go. And now we've seen the easiest boss in the game, so why don't we see the easiest and most fun level in the game?
this level is the best level of the entire game. God, sure do you love it. Ugh.
Who doesn't like pinballing?
It's actually the worst level in the game. I can't keep a straight face in this one. I'm sorry.
We've got the Kobe's right here.
You had me completely going, Shasta.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Whoa. Hey now. There we go.
The whole mechanic of this level is all these pinballs here. There's 6 rooms when you need to get 4 pinballs into the holes to advance them, basically. So that's what we need to do. After each room, there is a chest you can pick up, or sometimes during it. But yeah, this is the hardest room, so I'm gonna be quiet for this. The worst part is the entire room is on a cycle. Like all these rooms are on a cycle, so yeah. You gotta move very quickly, not miss a cycle here to go fast.
That almost did not go in.
And
And then
Lamp
dreams.
Nice. Yeah.
good stuff. This one's a brutal cycle to miss. Hopefully we can get this.
Oh, okay. So
That's
double
not
ground
good.
pound. No, I can. Oh, now I can't get it.
Yeah, now you can get it.
Yeah, I could have used the monkey to jump up there. Actually, what are you doing? Okay.
There we go, we're good.
I don't trust him.
That cycle is brutal to miss because it wastes like 7-8 seconds or so. And also that monkey there can make you fat, which if he does that, it loses way more time as well. Because you have to.
Because you gotta walk it off, man. There's no swimming around here.
You just gotta walk it off. Go back to regular Wario.
Regular slender Wario.
Yes. A little cool bounce right here.
Wee.
Swag.
Oh, we'll do the Shasta way.
Ooh, Shasta.
There you go.
You jump there to save your momentum. That's why I do that.
I prefer to do like a charge throw. I don't actually know. They could be probably even, but I would debate that if you can get the speed and the hops, they would be faster to do it that way.
I just seen Becker do it, and he's
well,
good at it.
confirmed it's better then.
Yeah.
If you saw Becca do it.
Beckrod's world controller for this game. He's run every category pretty much, including S-Hard, which is insanely difficult. There are 3 difficulties in this game: S-Hard, normal, and hard. And we're playing normal right now, which is difficult as well on its own. But
Yeah.
S-Hard ramps it up way more.
So-
cranks up to 11.
This is the way that I like to look at it. When you're playing on normal, it's not like there's anything scary. It's just like you have to have the crazy movement. In S-Hard, it's actually just scary because you have 1 health and there's like a million enemies, and you still need to have like decent movement.
Not to mention chests are in really hard to get to locations that can just straight up hurt you. And also the bosses have less time to kill them, including the first boss that's 15 seconds to kill them. You basically have to do speedrunning strats to take out that first boss in the game.
Or you could play
And
mini
that's
games.
hard. Or that works too. But you want to go fast.
I do want to go fast. It's true.
Yes.
Do a little hop to get that over there. And then I reef these up. So I'm doing these ones on the left first because, oh, that's too low.
That's too low.
Oh, I said
Good catch.
So I'm doing those that, oh, hello.
Hi.
This level. So I do that one because we're going over here. And on the way back, I want the, English. I did,
On the way back.
On the way back. See how they're gone? That's what I wanted.
I gotcha.
Yeah, because these have to be on screen in order for them to like accept that the ball has been eaten.
And that's basically all pinball
That's
zone right
that.
there. This level's a Jagag run killer because even after Aerodent, the easiest boss in the game, you have this level right here, which is extremely easy to mess up and miss a lot of cycles in it.
When I did this category for the first time after doing zips, I actually did not remember how to do this level like at all, and I think I was plus 30 on my PB when I went back to it just from that level. Because if you don't get those balls in, like everything's on a cycle. If you miss stuff, then it's just totally up in the air.
And now we have the, in my opinion, easiest boss in the game, Cuckoo Condor.
Easier than Cractus?
Like Cractus has some difficulty to him.
That's true, actually.
Spoiled Run, though,
Hardest.
hardest. I should say second easiest because that's hard. That's why.
So basically, you chill here, you bait him, and then you smack his claw, and it hits him in the head. For the first phase, this claw has no hitbox, by the way, when it's being retracted.
It's only when it's flashing as a hitbox. If you look closely, you can see right here.
Basically, what he's trying to do is pick you up and pull you into these buzzsaws that are on the side of the screen. And now his true form is revealed, and we smack him in the head with these eggs.
He's beautiful.
But which one's the actual Condor? There are
Which
two of
one's the
them.
cuckoo?
That's a good question, too.
think
Yeah,
he's gonna
one of
check
them's the
that.
cuckoo bird, the other one is the clock. It's like sort of like a Krang situation.
Yo, is that a time save?
Yeah.
Wicked!
Let's go.
We've discovered new strategies, folks.
Good job, lad.
All right, everyone. Time for Comfy Passage, which, aka Emerald Passage. Every single song in Emerald Passage is
Cozy.
relaxing, cozy. Get out your blankets, get out your mugs, get some coffee. This is the perfect time to relax.
You may recognize this song from an event in the past.
Oh boy. I know what you're talking about. I was there for that.
Karaoke percent.
Yeah.
Biggest thing about this level is just move optimization. That's about it. You're just going right to left. It's basically the developer intended first passage, first level we go into. So everything's really straightforward. Ooh,
That's
that was
one of my
swag.
favorite jumps in the game.
I've never seen that. That was good.
Yeah, so basically you can bounce off, and even though the monkey's throwing an apple, you can bounce off him and it like doesn't affect you, and then you can grab Keezer.
You can probably squeeze another donation like during this escape right now if you want to.
Not a problem. We have $20.88 from Anonymous. So I got home from work to see green beans running. Well, I just started eating, well, green beans, of course. Also, hi, Denny. I see you there on the couch. Hashtag pennies for Denny.
Pennies for
Pennies for death.
Are we actually going to go into this? Don't do this
So
to
this
me.
level has a cool little new skip. Well, it's not really a skip, just a little time save that you wouldn't have seen in the previous run.
Like I said, comfy music.
It's all comfy from here, man.
It's very, very nice.
So we're gonna grab your boy. We're gonna get him out of there, and we're gonna do a ground pound.
Get him
and if
outta
we're
there.
lucky, he'll bounce me down like that. Awesome.
Good stuff. Let's gotta avoid these little buzz sign means you don't see in your level. The little water section here, I think it's the first time I actually see this mechanic of just the wire pushes you like this. You can't swim against, of course. Just gotta go with the flow of the water.
Oh, come
hello.
Oh boy.
So, the way that chests work in this game is, as long as you do not pick the chest piece up, you can stand on that platform. Basically what I did is I was standing right on the edge, and I thought I grabbed the piece when I turned around, but I did not, as you can see.
Yeah, they function as a box you can stand on until they're opened, and then they disappear.
And that's pretty much what lets us do the B dashes off of the chest, is we're picking up the chest while doing the movement through it. Or, sorry, picking up the piece. Nice, okay, those monkeys aren't gonna bug me today, awesome.
Now we're just gonna get out of here. There's one little section at the very end that you should probably actually know about growing up as well, if you play this game. It's one part you can ground pound and get out of this level a lot faster than just going all the way back around again. Which is right here.
It's even color-coded for you.
Exactly. And bam.
Okay, so now we come up to the two of the more difficult levels in this hallway. So hopefully we don't run into any bubble trouble.
Double trouble. This level barely has music, but it's so comfy and relaxing.
This is also the only water level.
Yes.
Like, fully water level. There's been water in other places, but this is the only full thing of water level.
I'm gonna explain the skip that's coming up later. So how swimming works in this game is they have to hold down B for just a small amount of time to go as fast as they can while swimming. He's gonna be doing that for the next part, where there are 4 bubbles they have to get through, and it's a really tight window, and it's all reliant on like when you go into this room. So let's see if we can get this.
Ooh.
Number 3?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Number
Give me
4.
four.
Give me 4. Give me 4.
Get out
4
of
out of
here.
4.
Nice.
That's really good. That's really hard to do, especially the very last one.
And they're big time losses, too.
Yeah,
So-
if you get hit by that, you waste like more than 10 seconds usually.
A lot of seconds.
Yeah.
It basically turns you into a bubble and takes you for a ride up to the top. So we're gonna do a little cool thing here.
It's like a zip, but it's not, so we allow it.
Hey, if Becco does it, it's fine.
It's not wrong when he does it.
You go against the wall there and turn around, which clips you turn around back and forth, which clips you on top of the platform is what it does. Jump here because it saves a little bit of time movement instead of going down the hills.
Yeah, generally you want to avoid hills and ladders in this game like as much as you can. Okay.
Anything that slows it down even slightly you want to avoid. All right, now we have the very last, or second last platform level of the entire game. These moving platforms are very small and they go back and forth.
They're
It's
my
all,
favorite.
It's all reliant on like when you go into the room is where they are. So these rooms are really hard. I'll be quiet for this. Harder than you look. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Like I said, very hard rooms.
There we go.
There we go.
There's 2 more rooms just like that too.
Yeah, they're a delight.
So I'm gonna use this arrow here to cancel the ground pound animation, or the
Ooh.
shaky animation. Saves a little bit of time.
That's a cool time save. I've had before where both that apple and the arrow hit me at the same time and they cancel each other out.
What? I was gonna say, which
Which is
one
really
won?
weird. Yeah.
Who would win, one bow or one apple?
Yes. It was crazy. I don't know how that happened. All right, here we go. Two more platforming rooms like this. This one is small. This one's Lorg.
Oh, we got through one of them with no problem.
Smooth as
so that's
butter.
cool.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go by that. Dude.
Those rooms don't look easy, but let me just say, those rooms are not easy. They're really real hard. I've had many runs die to that room just because it's at the very end of the entire run.
It's super
And it's
weird
super
that
hard.
like, it's funny because you're like, oh, this is the easy hall, so everything's easy, and then there's still these 2 monster of a levels at the end.
It's the easier haul. Like, let's be real.
Easy-ish, kinda.
And now we rolling.
We just got chill for a bit, except for this jump.
Except for secret passage. No.
We're just gonna be chilling right here.
And more jumping to avoid hills.
Who wants to go uphill?
Where are you taking it, Denny, anymore?
No, that's it. Who wants to do that?
I'm gonna do that.
Cool, we're out. Awesome. Okay, one more boss, one more level, and then one more boss, and it's
That's the video
GG.
game.
So this is Cractus. I'm
There's that
going to
cat again.
smash his pot and then smack him in the head, which is a running theme for all the bosses, as far as I can tell, is smack them in the head.
Yeah,
much.
Yeah, break their, like, mundane things you'd find around the house exterior.
Break their
and-
shell and crush their skulls.
Yeah, that's it.
If done correctly, we can just kind of keep it right here for the entire boss fight.
This is one of the few tricks I actually can execute. You just watch for when his little pedals
Vines
there.
stop wiggling.
Yeah, when they stop wiggling, you can bonk them again.
Of course, if you're fast, you just know the timing, so you can save more time on this.
Well, that's if I was fast.
Yeah, it's true. And it's clarifying as a fast. One whole fast. There we go.
Here we're at.
Cool. Okay, so now we got Golden Passage. This is the only level where you hit a frog switch right at the beginning. Fun fact, this level does have a song. You just don't get to hear it because you hit the frog switch right away.
That's interesting.
You also can't hear if you pause the game because the game just pauses the music at the same time.
Do you
Also,
have to
this is
access
hard.
it from the...
All right, here we go.
Here we go. I'll explain afterwards.
Ooh.
The majestic Wario swims upstream to find a mate.
Oh.
There we go.
Nice.
That was way harder than it needed to be.
Yeah.
So we just skipped like the whole level.
Pretty much.
You're supposed to take that on the way back. What you can actually do is just bunny hop like along the surface and not play the level.
It's really hard though. It's a very tight timing. What I do personally is whenever you get inside the water, you have a little splash animation. I just like tap A twice there to jump out of the water immediately. And once that happens, it's really tricky though and easy to mess up. Every time you mess up, it loses somewhere around like
4 seconds, 4 seconds.
3 or 4 seconds, yeah. So it's also a run code at the very end of the run too.
Cool little chest jump here.
The chest immediately disappears as soon as you get it, so
So you got to jump right away.
Tight
That's
timing.
the only time you get to see that dude. He's in all of the bonus rooms, but he's also just here in the final room.
makes a funny noise too whenever he gets squished. Ow! Like that.
Does he have a name? Like, do we know
It's
this?
bow!
Oh, okay. I
His
buy
name
it.
is Dr. Stein.
Dr. Stein.
Dr. Stein.
Dr. Otto Stein.
I'm familiar with his work.
Oh, yeah, this is our resident wallologist.
There is a 714-page book on Wario Land 4 and how well this game is designed, which honestly...
It's a pretty good read.
It's a good read.
Yeah,
and also it's enough pages for it too.
It's a great game. It inspired Metroid Fusion, as far as I'm concerned.
It's actually runs on the same engine as Metroid Fusion.
Oh, I forgot. This is
Yeah.
actually a ROM hack of Metroid Fusion called Wario Land 4.
Stop that. Reverse it.
Reverse it.
This was here first.
This is here first. Respect the lore. So, Metroid Fusion runs on a modified Wario Land 4 engine. You can
There
see a
we
lot of
go.
the assets of the game inside of it.
Okay,
Same thing as Zero Mission.
here we go. The final boss.
It's a Golden Diva. She has 4 phases to the fight. The first phase, she's going to have 4 of her masks rotating around your head. You want to hit the mask as soon as possible to save a little bit of time on the cycle. In the second phase, she's going to throw down 4 items. The first one's going to be a little green ball which she's going to throw in her face. Second's going to be a blue ball which she's going to hit in her face. Third's going to be an egg which she's going to alley-oop into her face.
I got to pump up too, man.
2018, get on that regimen.
And the last important one is the hammer. The hammer is a... I'm just going to pump up really quick.
Kitty, no!
Kitty!
Kitty, no!
Kitty!
I'll avenge you.
Okay. The hammer we're gonna keep for entirely the second phase, which is the longest phase. So yeah. Good luck,
Here
dude.
we
You
go.
got this.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
That's one.
Keep note of her
Nice.
faces, by the way. They're great.
You need to get both those heads before she reaches the end, or you have to wait a little bit for her to give you that second one. All right, so green orb over here.
You
we
take
go
damage by it
black.
because otherwise it takes forever to actually come down. Green
Blue ball
through it.
right away.
Here we go.
Chicken egg.
Alley-oop.
See, this all makes sense. Hammer. Thank you. And now my goal is to try and keep this hammer and not use any of the other things that she has at her disposal. Ooh, really? Wow.
Oh, that was
interesting.
That egg.
That was interesting.
Also, the hammer hit the duck just now.
I think there's 2 more hits.
Oh, hey,
3 more hits.
buddy. Where are we here? Okay. We're still on the proper cycle. Yeah, okay, cool. So now on the last phase, you can actually ditch the hammer because she spawns a orb and you hit it like that. She's going to try and ground pound me. I move out of the way. Oh, hey.
Time
There we go.
is soon, by the way.
Time is on the hit of the lips. So she's going to turn into a pair of lips. Here we go. And time. Sub-50.
Sub-50.
It's a good run.
Hey, 49.5 is not bad.
Yep.
Wah?
Wah!
Wah.
Wario!
So,
I'm gonna win!
yeah, thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to AGDQ for having me. Thank you, Becco, VLAC, Mike89, all the WA crew. Thank you, Homestar Runner. Thank you, Garfield. That's it. That's all I got.